Tell me everything there is to know about daily driving an Audi RS3, Yuri.
It's an ideal family car for anyone who's ever owned a Golf R or a GTI. This is aspirations in person.
I would 100% agree with that. Is it because this green paint, Yuri?
No, it is because it is like the top trim of the Golf.
Yes, basically, without actually being that.
It's the hottest hatch.
Without being a hatch.
Because only Europe gets the hatch.
And did you notice that this car is actually back for daily driving in Canada?
Yeah, we didn't have it last year.
Yeah, no, we didn't have it for the last 5 years.
Okay, we are, was it 5 years?
Dude, we didn't have the entire last pre-facelift.
There was a
America got it, we didn't get it.
Wait, this is a new?
This is a facelift.
All right.
Yeah, Canadian regulations changed and we couldn't get that. Oh, ho, ho. You notice that power daily driving?
Yeah.
I noticed it right now.
Hit a couple on ramps, hit a couple off ramps. This thing was flying. The handling and everything. Getting my kid to daycare and back. Nobody stood a chance of beating me to that lineup, even though there is no lineup. You just park on the street.
Did it sound good in that lineup?
Nah.
You know what? I think it actually sounds pretty good. But it's muted.
It's quiet.
Yes.
It's muted. It's 2025. Let's listen to it.
From the outside.
Okay, from the inside, this is full mode or whatever,
Yeah.
and the pumped in. When you're like giving it more, it's like, okay, and then I guess at lower speeds, you get that little growl.
I like it. It's very unique.
Upshifts, nothing snappy, nothing like a CLA 45S would.
But it is a 7-speed dual clutch, so like it should be relatively snappy.
It's snappy, but it doesn't sound snappy.
Yeah, okay. You're looking for like a ZF crackle or something like that?
I'm looking for something, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not getting it.
All right.
But I do love the sound of a modified RS3. Anytime one has passed by in person to this, one of our subscribers, who I forget who, but I remember he passed me a couple times in his.
Yeah.
Unreal.
These
So
are like baby R8s.
I could see that this getting modified
Yeah.
would be unreal, just with a muffler.
Yeah, exactly. And these things take like, there's so many videos of like 1,000 to 2,000 horsepower versions of these, and they just take it.
Okay, so this is a 5-cylinder, half of a V10,
Yep.
like you said.
Yep.
So, it's a German car.
Yeah, how many liters do we have, Yuri?
I don't know, but
2.5, baby.
let's pop the hood and see if there's a dipstick.
Whoa, there's a dipstick.
Who would have thought?
I didn't.
For a German car?
Totally passes.
And what would be the TotalEnergies recommended oil for an RS3?
That would be the Quartz Ineo Long Life 0W30.
Always follow your manufacturer's recommended guidelines.
And how much horsepower and torque do we have, Yuri?
Horsepower and torque.
394 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque, which is less horsepower than when we last drove this. Regulations, baby.
Yeah. I mean, this is all-wheel drive, right?
Yeah, quattro.
Only all-wheel drive, and there's no manual.
Quattro.
I think there used to be manual RS3s back in the day.
I don't think there's ever been one.
No, never?
Not from my memory.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking RS4.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Totally different car.
What's the one that Doug has?
RS2?
Okay, then maybe I'm also thinking that, because there's one near my house, like a blue one, that I don't understand why it's in Canada.
Probably the RS2 then, which is exactly what Doug had. Had.
That RS5
Five?
sounded
Sick.
amazing. Like the
Well,
Audis,
V8, yeah.
Audis just, but they always sound amazing.
Yes, but they also always need aftermarket help to sound.
Exactly, with that. Okay, so actual daily driving, normal stuff. My kid fits in the back perfectly fine. She loves that there's green stuff. Everyone complimented the color. Everyone likes it. So I actually rebought a version of my very first car. It's hiding behind this Hot Wheels right now. We're gonna be revealing it soon, so tune in to catch that. It's super cool. This one doesn't have a front plate. We're riding dirty because we got the manufacturer plate.
I'm gonna attempt to pronounce the name Kialami Green, which is $0. The only two $0 options are white and this color, which is insane.
I remember seeing a yellow in the RS3, and I thought that was cool too.
You gotta pay, but there's a lot of other colors.
But yeah, with the no front plate, it looks pretty awesome. Like better than I thought it would with no front plate, considering it's just like a black abyss.
Yep.
But with a front plate, I think it'll look really nice.
My favorite part of the looks is the side vents, how wide body this thing looks.
Well, yeah, it's wide bodied. It looks amazing, especially when you've got like a street lamp above you or like your ring security lights pointing from above. It just makes such nice chiseled lines on it.
I just love the fender vents.
And then at night, we do have RS lighting up on the floor.
Oh, that's fun.
We've got some interior lighting, but the best part is the headlights. The animation that they make when they turn on and off, it's like a race flag checker that goes on. It's checkered flags while you're rolling, I think I said years ago, Audi never misses with their lighting design, even though it's like kind of the same lights. Still, it's been like 15 years of them not missing.
Bro, even the regular DRLs are just race flags. Like that's so cool.
That's what I'm saying. The race, it's unreal. It looks great. I love the looks. I mean, it is a little too loud if you're actually going to be like giving it on public streets. Like the color,
yeah.
Like, you know, maybe get a silver or black.
Yeah, or even just the base white. Like nobody's going to tell it's an RS3.
Yeah. But then at the back, we got our oval exhaust with the valves in there that you can see.
Yeah, and you can hear those valves actuate with your buttons on your steering wheel.
Get the RS3 badge, a little spoiler. It all looks awesome. And then I think the best part, not the best, there's so many best parts, the wheels.
Yeah, the wheels are so sick.
What would be the Continental recommended tire for the RS3?
That would be the Continental Sport Contact 6.
And right now there's a promotion going on, so check the link below to see if it applies to the tires that you need to buy.
Click the link in the top comment.
Little disappointed it doesn't have Continentals on it, because usually Audi RSs have Continentals.
Yeah, like so many of them have had Sport Contact 6, Sport Contact 7.
Yeah. And I think it's like the perfect match for Audi's all-wheel drive systems.
Yeah.
Back to actual daily driving. We do have 4 door handles, because it's a 4-door.
Oh, that's good.
All 4 door handles you can unlock and lock with the touch of a button on the outside, because that is true luxury.
And it's a luxurious version where it's not like an actual physical button.
Yeah, and then when you lock it, you get a nice electronic beep. So when I'm parking this car in my driveway at night, it is not, honk, wake up your kid sleeping.
Yep.
And then with that, I'm backing up. I got a reverse camera. Only reverse camera, no 360, which sucks. And the reverse camera can't go like the wide mode. So like when I'm backing out of my driveway, I can't see who's going left and right. I want a 360 camera in this.
It looks very Volkswagen resolution and stuff. It's not like, you know, Audi upper stuff.
But it's also like, I don't want to, like, I know it's easy to park, but when I'm moving forward, I want to know like how far I am to the car in front, and I don't want to scratch my rims. Rims like this, I would not want to scratch at all. I want to know how close I am to curbs and stuff. Like, give me that. But when I do lock it, the mirrors do fold in, which is awesome too. I did do a couple tunnel rips on the way to drop my kid off at school, and you know what?
Not enough?
I'm not going to do that again. It didn't do it for me. Nothing too special.
Okay.
Even though, like, you know, you got these paddles, you downshift, they're nice, they look cool. You really do need to mufflerize this car.
Demufflerize it. Hey, Yuri, why are we stopped now?
Before you drive, I'd like to do a launch control.
Oh. Damn, it's good for daily driving.
I mean, you're going to do it once in a while.
That was good. That was real good.
I never said which day, Lee. Okay, your turn to drive. Find some things wrong with this car for me.
No. I'm going to find everything right with it.
You're going to refuse?
Dude, this thing's sick. Why would I hate on this car?
No, I'm just saying find it.
I'll see if there's anything I don't like.
Detective Jacob.
All right.
Use your presets, dude. Daily driving, we got presets, and I think that last RS3 was manual seats.
Considering I didn't save my presets, I'm not going to use them.
Yeah, but imagine if you did. Okay, and then your door handle. Open it up to open your door.
Yeah, it's not the best.
No, it's actually amazing. Compared to a Porsche 911 door handle where you'd pinch your finger, you know how it's like tighter?
That part, yes, but like, it's a little awkward.
They made it opposite and not bad.
It's awkward. Right now, I'm in whatever the default startup mode is, Yuri.
Comfort.
This is actually pretty quiet and like chill. It's completely chilled out from whatever mode you were previously in. This feels like a different car right now.
Well, what I was in was the individual where it was sport everything except for a comfort suspension.
Yes. So I've got a race flag here and an RS flag. I'm going to assume that the race flag is faster than the RS. Is that correct?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to push the RS now. So now what does that put me in? RS individual.
Yes, and then you could also click that to get into RS performance, which will also be the same as the race flag. Race flag is RS performance or back to whatever you were in.
So performance is not faster than individual?
You can make individual the same as performance.
Okay. So they're both kind of the same, kind of.
I believe so. Let's see.
Whatever you customize it to, one of them has more customizations than the other one.
Individual has more customizations, but like, yeah. And then we have RS torque rear, which you click in and it's like, are you sure you're on a private road?
Yeah, so this has a pretty trick differential system, so it's going to send as much power as it can to the rear wheels and specifically the outside tire, and then also brake the inside front tire to do drifting.
Nice.
Daily driving drifting.
Kind of like a Golf R with their thing, since it's probably very similar.
Probably very similar, but I would assume better in this one. So I'm going to put myself back into whatever RS performance. Okay, so instantly, suspension and all that stuff, like totally firms up compared to sport. So if you want to daily drive this, 100% comfort, and is actually pretty comfortable.
Unreal.
In sport mode, it's pretty firm.
Yeah.
Like actually pretty firm.
It's probably what you want it to be.
Yeah. So it does make a really big
difference. If you're
difference.
doing Touristefallen or whatever.
Touristenfahrten. Very smooth powertrain. Let's see.
Too smooth.
Those are really smooth shifts. Like downshift. This responds pretty quick. I got shift lights too. This
in the head-up display and on the gauge cluster,
yeah.
They both look amazing, and you can customize that, so your power, all that stuff, just like a normal Audi.
This is pretty good. I like this. It is very Golf R, but with that 5-cylinder sound, I like that a lot.
Pumped in 5-cylinder sound.
Yeah, but again, you can turn that off.
Let's change the piano tones so it works with 5. I'll use 5 keys instead of 4.
Yeah, so this is pretty quick. It's obviously not like 7 horsepower, noticeably slower than the last one. Like it's fine. It's great. Yeah, the boost comes on. The 5-cylinder is very unique. That would definitely be reasons to buy this potentially over like a comparable M2 or the CLA 45 Performance 69, whatever it's called.
I think that's on its way out, right?
Yeah, I think so too. But there's going to be that new one with the weird look and stuff. So like, who knows what that is going to be? But over a 4-cylinder, which that one also sounded really good. I like this. It's just different.
Do you like your seat? Is it comfortable?
It is really comfortable.
I think you can get carbon fiber seats too, but I'm really great with these. Does it have up and down lumbar?
Let's see if mine does. It does.
And so does this side.
Yes.
I guess I was so comfortable I never bothered to adjust it.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's good. And we got heated seats too. I did not find
cooled.
I did not find a heated steering wheel. However, I did find a squircle.
Yes, with the lovely green color at the top indicating in the center marker, which is great.
And the green stitching.
Yeah, which is nice.
Green on the vents.
Daily driving.
Green on the seatbelts. People look inside your car and they say, wow, matching seats and seatbelts.
I did notice that as well.
You are a cool person.
This Alcantara for daily driving, probably going to be pretty bad, to be honest, on the steering wheel. It's going to get Cheeto fingers and greased up
Do you
and
eat
stuff.
Cheetos while driving an Alcantara steering wheel car?
I'm putting myself in the shoes of Cheeto eaters.
Nobody who has an Alcantara steering wheel eats Cheetos while driving. I can guarantee
Leave
that.
a comment.
Unless you're on Toro.
Leave a comment.
And you borrowed some guy's car. Guaranteed.
I'm trying to represent everybody, Yuri. That's what you said, right?
Nobody does that.
Nobody.
I'm telling you.
There's not a single
not
person.
a single person who owns a car with an Alcantara steering wheel will ever eat Cheetos while driving it. I guarantee that.
I'm excited.
I will put my life on the line.
Oh, R.I.P. Yuri. I'm going to miss you.
Can't wait.
And then something else that I didn't notice daily driving, because I don't sit behind myself, but I don't actually fit back there.
But I do.
Yeah.
Behind myself, probably behind you.
Yeah, probably.
Most importantly, my child fits.
That's right. Exactly.
And she can't see the screen because I didn't put her in the middle, and she got mad. Man, it must have been so much nicer in like the cassette and CD age. Like the kids are like, this is the song and you're getting it. It's either that or AM radio, and they're like, oh, thank you. And now she's like, I can't see the photo. Put a different song. What song was it? I know that it had a girl with black hair and it was a red background. So I'm going through my Spotify trying to find that, which is actually nice in this car because you can go through as many Spotifys as you want while driving and it doesn't stop you.
Because it's through CarPlay.
No, yes, but what I'm saying is that some of them don't let you keep scrolling.
Oh, I see.
They don't let you scroll to like the first 15.
I see. And then we have a bunch of hard buttons for the climate, which is great.
Yeah.
We do have some...
It's really easy to use unless you're someone new to this car. You get in and it's this.
It's just off?
It's off. Then you're like, what do I do?
Auto, which now for filming is not good.
Up where the vents go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's great.
And then we have our drive select mode, our traction off. We also have some, I see assistance features. Did you use any of these parking features?
No.
Well, they're there. Did you also have any issues with the shifter?
Yeah, I thought it was a Mercedes the whole time, and I kept turning my wipers on.
The shifter is like, I get why they're doing this, but like, man.
And you know, fit a small cup nicely.
If I had to complain about something, Yuri, it'd be that.
Yeah. I like the old one. And then we'll get that armrest that goes up and ratchets like a Golf R and a GTI because this is essentially the continuation of that series of movies.
Movies, yeah, that's right.
If you look at cars as movies, right?
Sure.
Well, it's not technically the sequel because like the Mark whatever is the sequel to that. This is kind of like the offshoot.
Spin-off.
This is like Andor to Star Wars. You know what I mean? It's still Star Wars.
I don't know what that means.
But it's like the best version of it, but it's different. Run by a different guy, but still owned by the same conglomerate.
This steering is really responsive. Like actually, like, damn.
It's super touchy.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
It's nice. Like the turning is like, blah, it dies. Ah.
And Audis kind of have a tendency to understeer, and I'm not really getting that vibe from this.
I got perfect steer.
That's
on
really
rails,
nice.
on rails steer.
Yeah, no, that's really nice.
And then wireless CarPlay. Love that it's wired.
Perfect.
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, that's great.
And there is some Google stuff I found in here and clouds around some icons. However, I am not into cloud stuff. I'm not into connected car stuff. So I chose to ignore it. And I think in future reviews, I'm probably not going to focus too much on it either because I don't like it, you know?
Cloud services are a no services for us.
I don't like connected cars, okay?
Yeah, me neither.
I just want a disconnected car.
Yep. Give me a horsepower attached to the wheels. That's how connected I want to be.
Do you know what I like to connect to?
Everything?
No, come on, it's a sponsor plug.
I want to connect to the launch control. Oh, I had it in manual. That's pretty sick. The fact that you can even do that in manual too. Yo, shout out Audi for making it so easy to just launch this thing.
Yeah.
And I did feel it grip from the front first and then kind of the back caught up, which also makes sense.
It was like the clutches all kind of grab a lot quicker than they do in the Golf R launch.
Sponsor plug, what were you going to say, Yuri?
You know what I like to connect to?
What's that, Yuri?
tsp.truecar.com.
Ah, yes.
Look up RS3s. Look up older RS3. I just like looking up used cars. I always say that.
Same.
But I'm just like a used, I might have even bought a car recently.
Yeah.
That was a flop, and I had to maybe cancel, Control-Z that real quick.
Yeah, no, used cars are so sick. And the best part about this particular car as a used car is that it's always had a 5-cylinder. There's been no worse version of this car as an RS3. Sure, there's an S3 or whatever, but like as an RS3, it's always been this 5-cylinder turbo.
I don't know if the old RS3s had like electronic seats and presets.
I would imagine it's still an Audi.
I know, but like it was like the different kind of Audi, right? It's the Andor. You really don't know Andor. Andor's so sick.
I don't know what it is.
Even if you don't know Star Wars stuff, you can even watch the show and it's still sick.
Is it like Han Solo stuff? Like
it's a different guy.
R2-D2?
Yeah. It's not R2-D2, but it's a guy. It's the guy who helped destroy the Death Star, but you don't know anything about him in normal Star Wars movies.
So who destroyed the Death Star? Was it the
he helped
Darth Vader?
He helped get the plans out.
Was it Darth Vader?
Yeah, close enough.
The next thing I noticed about this Cheeto Alcantara steering wheel is that we have capacitive touch buttons.
Okay, these are actually good compared to everything Volkswagen. And the reason why I think is because there is more of like an edge and a lip around it. So it's like, it feels less of a capacitive screen and more like if you rest your finger along here.
How do I get this heated steering wheel to go on?
Is that with the heated steering wheel button?
Well, I just saw it.
Oh.
I don't think we have that option.
No, I don't think we have. I think it's the thing. Okay, you know what's cool? Turn up your volume.
This.
Now slide it up and down. Yeah, you can also do it that way.
Okay, yeah.
And then while you're doing your entertainment, it always gives you that gear so you could crank your subwoofer and your bass so that when you're blasting your
nice.
Spotify Initial D soundtrack, you know?
That's cool. Okay, so these buttons do work. And then we have some gauge cluster screens, which you just find your favorite one and leave it there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, my humble expert opinion that is always correct,
Yep.
but always wrong as well.
Yep. Especially about the Cheeto finger people.
I guarantee, come on. The only thing wrong with this really is the reverse camera. I want a 360 camera.
That's pretty
and
good.
I want to be able to go like wide at the back. And then sometimes the brake pedal feels weird in slow stops, but normal driving, like these farm roads, whatever, it's chill. But it's like when you're stop and go, I felt it a little like...
Yeah, and I haven't noticed that. And cool factor overall, this is hella cool.
There's nothing not cool about this.
Does anyone say hella anymore?
No, I think the only thing...
Heliante cool.
Heliante.
What the Heliante cool?
It's very Halle Berry. They just need to make it, they need to cheat the system to make it a little louder in North America.
Yes, somehow. That'd be cool.
All right, how much does this cost?
Oh man, starting price, $77,500.
Canadian.
Yeah, so I mean, comparable to an M2, right?
Okay, I think I'm at the point in my life where like, taking a kid around, the M2 is pretty sick, but it's not like that sick.
This is more comfortable in comfort mode as well.
If I can't pick an older M2 CS, I would pick this. Because I wouldn't want to take the current M2 over this, even in manual, because it's not that great of a manual.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
But I would take a Supra over all of it.
An M2 is faster than this, definitely has more power, but this is more unique sounding.
Because I can put a child seat in the front of a Supra manual.
Yeah, and this is easier because you got 4 doors. than all those.
But also, have you heard the sound of a Supra?
I have.
That's what I'm saying.
Sound pretty good.
Better than this and the M2 combined.
This is just unique, and I like that because it's different. We get 6 cylinders from a lot of different companies.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm
guys.
Yuri. I'm Jacob, and you just watched our video. I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
And we just went for a drive.
Watch this video.